There are two kinds of people in this world. Either you're doing things you know you shouldn't, or you're not doing things you know you should. Guess what? We're both. Hi, I'm Marcy Barker, life and business coach, aka your loving kick in the pants. This podcast is here to help you become accountable with aligned action and become boss-minded while growing a business without sacrificing what matters most. Let's dive in. Hello, my beautiful people. Merry Christmas. I'm excited for this episode because we're going to talk about your naughty and nice list, okay? And why did I say your list? It's not your list. You don't get to pick. It is Santa Claus's list, okay? We're going to talk about things you can do to be on the nice list and things you might have done to be on the naughty list. Now, before you're thinking, Marcy, the year is just about over. Is there even time? Well, you know what? Probably not. But we are starting 2026, so I want you to think about these things going forward into the new year, because nice things are going to help you build a really solid business, and naughty things, you know what? I don't even know if you'll stay in business if you're doing some of these naughty things. So we're going to talk about nice things you can do and naughty things you can do in your business, and I would love for you to evaluate yourself, do a little self-inventory, and don't get down on yourself, because whether or not you believe in Santa Claus, guess what? A lot of stuff is in your own hands. So listen to these things, maybe take some notes about what you would like to do to be a little bit more nice to yourself, and then we can start out 2026 with a bang, and you can have the last week of the year to just relax and think about what you want to do. Okay, so this list, some of these we'll go deep on, and others we're just going to talk about, and we're going to have some fun with it. But ultimately, I want you to know, when you're building a business, these nice things, we're talking about being nice to you, making your life easier. These naughty things, they're mistakes that we make because maybe we just don't know any better. We're learning. I don't think any of us intentionally want to hurt ourselves, but you know what? There's a lot of things in business that if we want the results, we have to do the work, period. Like, an entrepreneur is not naturally naughty. An entrepreneur is naturally a risk taker and somebody who's willing to try and do hard things. So as we talk about this, you might be naughty and nice, but I want you to know that if you're here watching this, it's because you care, and that's a really amazing thing. So let's dive in. Okay, if you want to be on the nice list, then you are going to collaborate with other people and create win-win partnerships. If you want to be on the naughty list, then you're going to say you want to collaborate, but you're not going to have anything to offer. Okay, I have done this many, many times where people message me, or I message people and they're like, let's collaborate, let's do things together. I did this a lot when I first started my YouTube channel years ago. I just heard that you would grow faster by collaborating, and so I tried to do that. But some of the collaborations I didn't make any sense, and because of that, they didn't really yield the results I was hoping for. So, nice list. Put together an offer that makes a lot of sense for people you want to partner with, and go and shoot your shot. Naughty is pretending that you're ready to work with people when you don't even know what you want to offer or why it's valuable to that person's audience, okay? All right, next, to get on the nice list, you can prepare a no-brainer offer that people want. But if you want to be on the naughty list, then you're going to expect sales to come without doing any work. Okay, when it comes to offer creation and presenting your offer, it has to be something that people want, and it's a solution to what they need. But a lot of times people think, oh, I love this thing, I want to sell it, I want to put it out there, and then they present it and people are like, we did not even ask for this. So obviously we're not going to buy it because it's not something that we need. When it comes to putting offers, be nice to yourself. If you want to make money, then give the people what they want, okay? Don't be mean or naughty to yourself by thinking only about yourself. Like, I want to make a sale instead of I want to serve up solutions. All right. A nice thing you can do is follow up with what you'll say you'll do. Okay. If you want to be on the naughty list, then get really excited about your plans and then don't do anything about them. This is actually really common in entrepreneurship. If you are a very creative person, or my ADHD friends, you guys have a lot of ideas, you have a lot of offers, you're always creating something, but it's actually pretty naughty if you don't finish. It's actually pretty naughty if you never see to completion the things that you want to put out there. So this is what I'm really good at, loving kicking the pants, to make sure, one, you set the right goal, and two, we actually see it to completion, and we make sure that those commitment items get done every single week or every single time we talk on the phone. All right. If you want to be on the nice list, you're going to ask for help before you get burned out. If you want to be on the naughty list, you're going to pretend that being really super busy, overworked is going to get you a trophy. Because it doesn't, okay? Being on the nice list means being nice to yourself and understanding you cannot do it all, and you're not supposed to do it all anyway. If you're getting overwhelmed, you should outsource, you should delegate, you should decide what's not a priority, okay? But you will be on the naughty list in terms of your mental energy, spiritual energy, physical energy. You're going to be on the naughty list because you're not going to have any energy to go anywhere, but you're still going to pretend like I've sacrificed everything for this. That's not how it's supposed to go, okay? You are meant to get help. We are meant to have a support system. We are meant to work with people who are awesome at our weaknesses, and we need to spend the time to stay in our strengths. Naughty or nice, what do you want? Hey, my beautiful people. If you're loving these episodes, you'll want the full experience. I've bundled both of my books, The Accountability Code and Becoming Boss Minded, into one powerful package. You'll get instant access to the audiobooks and ebooks so you can learn and grow anytime, anywhere. Head to bossminded.com and grab the book bundle now. It's the perfect way to stay inspired between episodes. All right, let's dive back in. Okay, next one. If you want to be on the nice list, you're going to have systems that support your growth. If you want to be on the naughty list, you're going to pretend that you can keep everything organized in your brain, okay? Because guess what? You cannot. And if you want to really provide a solid customer journey, you're going to make sure that you have the infrastructure in the back end to support you and your clientele, and they can move forward in a way that makes sense for them and keeps you organized. Because how are you supposed to get more clients if you can't even successfully manage the ones that you have? Okay? Be nice to yourself. Prepare for that. Do not be naughty by thinking you're so smart that you can keep everything in your brain. Because guess what? The people who keep everything in their brain, your business cannot run without you. And that's really exhausting. So, you want to be nice? You want to be naughty? You get to pick. Okay, you want to be on the nice list? Then you have to talk about your offers and educate people and be a broken record about your message. If you want to be on the naughty list, you're going to pretend that people are going to buy from you even though they don't know what the heck you're talking about. And actually, I did this probably like 7 or 8 years ago. I used to be so mad at my audience because I'm like, I have a website. Why aren't they going to my website and buying my programs? And then I went to a retreat and a mentor was like, you hate your audience. You think they're dumb. You treat them as if they are dumb because they're not buying what's in your brain when you haven't even told them about it. She was right. She was totally right. So be nice to yourself. You have to be a broken record about your message. You have to constantly educate. You have to show up in the algorithms. And sometimes you have to beat out other people by positioning yourself so that people know how you're different. But if you're going to stay on the naughty list, then you can keep pretending that everybody knows about you. It's actually really naughty because you think that people are thinking about you. They're not. They're not thinking about you. They are thinking about themselves. So you can decide, be nice and educate them, get into their algorithm and serve up solutions, or you can be naughty and be pissed at your audience because they're not doing what you want and you're thinking about yourself and not them. Okay? All right. Okay. This is a big one that I learned from. Be nice to yourself by protecting your intellectual property. If you have written a book, go get a copyright on it. If you have started a brand, go trademark that crap, okay? That's a nice thing to do because you're building something that cannot be taken away from you. If you want to be on the naughty list, just build it all. Let people rip it off. If you want to be on the naughty list, ooh, how about you start ripping off people's stuff? Just kidding. Don't do that. Don't be on the naughty list, okay? I had a partner who did that. We built something really awesome, but we never did the work to make sure it was ours, and that is why I pivoted, okay? The very last one, you can be nice to yourself by being boss-minded about your business. This means treat it like it matters to you. If you want to be naughty, then just treat it like it doesn't matter if you succeed or not. I'm telling you, that's naughty because you're wasting your time. I started my business when my kids were 1, 3, 5, and 7. And guess what? They spent a lot of time on screens. And so much so that I took my baby, my youngest, she was 1, to the library, went to story time, and she just backed her little booty up onto another mom's lap and took her phone. And I was like, we have a problem. and I don't want to build a business if this is what it's going to do to my kids. So to be on the nice list, you have to really be strategic about what you want and make sure that your results are yielding what you want for all the work that you're putting in. But you're going to be on the naughty list if you really just don't care, if you're not taking into consideration the sacrifice that you're putting in and your family is putting in. So be boss minded. I promise you that it's going to be better that way. All right. Like I said, the year is over. Who knows if you're on the naughty and nice list? I guess you're the only one who's really going to know. But I want you to think about what we can do going forward in 2026. And next week for our New Year's episode, it's actually going to be New Year's Eve. It'll be the last podcast episode of 2025. I want you to come prepared to think about what you really want for the new year. And we're going to talk about some really solid strategies that are going to help you get there. So I'll see you next week for another episode of your loving kick in the pants. Thanks for tuning in, friend. If this episode gave you value, don't just keep it to yourself. Share it with someone in your circle who's ready to wake up, show up, and grow their business without sacrificing what matters most. When you do, you're not just helping them, you're building your network of like-minded leaders. And I'll say this plainly, leaving a kind review matters more than you know. It helps more people find the show and it keeps the momentum going. So pause for a moment and please drop that review. Lastly, if there's a topic you want me to cover, I want to hear from you. Reach out because this podcast is for you and I'm here to serve. Until next time, stay boss-minded.